Alright, in this short little video we're going to take just a couple of minutes here and talk about problems that relate to percent decrease. In this case it might be something that starts at an amount, it's going to decrease a certain amount, and we want to know what percent did that amount decrease. The formula that you're going to have to be aware of in this case is the amount of decrease divided by the original amount. And again, when we did the percent of increase earlier here, this formula is going to be crucial in terms of being able to do some of these problems. So if we look at the first one, it could come in the form of a word problem, but I'm going to throw this out there as a weight problem. And let's say in this case, and I'll use myself as an example, let's say that my current weight is 200 pounds, but I have a goal of getting down to 180 pounds. And I want to know, if I do that, what has been the percent of decrease. So for me in this case, remember, it's going back to this formula here, it is the amount of decrease divided by the original amount. So in this case, it's the weight that I would lose divided by the original weight that I was. So I would start this problem out, and I would say, let's take the 200 pounds that I weighed to start with and subtract the 180, and it looks to me like obviously I've lost 20 pounds in that case if I get to my goal. Now it's a matter of taking 20 and dividing by 200. Again, this is a problem where hopefully you pick that up with some zeros and dividing, but if not, the calculator is going to tell us that this turns out to be 0.1. There is the decimal that represents that, but we would like the percent of decrease. So if I move the decimal 2 spots to the right, that is a 10% decrease in weight. By losing 20 pounds, I have lost 10% of the weight, 10% being 20 pounds of my original weight. So I found the amount that my weight decreased. I took that value divided by my original weight, gave me a decimal 0.1. I then multiplied that by 100, or moved the decimal 2 spots to the right in order to change that to a percentage. If I look at a second problem, let's say that I have a number of items. Maybe it's in a bin at a store or something like that, and I start the day with 80, and at the end of the day that bin only contains 60 items. And I want to know what's the percent decrease. Again, just like the previous problem, I want to take the 80 that I started with and subtract the 60 that I ended with. And in this case, it says that there was a net loss of 20 items, or 20 items were sold that day. I then take the 20 items and I divide by the original amount. 20 divided by 80 turns out to be 0.25. And again, if I move the decimal 2 spots to the right or multiply by 100, I would then come up with a 25% decrease in this case. Going from 80 items to 60 items is a 25% decrease. So again, the real key here was, in each case, simply finding the amount of decrease and dividing by the original amount, and that allows me then to find my percent decrease. Hopefully this quick video helps you out.